Greetings, my friends. This is Gilles Mansillon. I wanted to wish you a wonderful day, a wonderful equinox. For everything is in balance now. It's like the days and nights, the energies are in balance, and that means more sensitivity, more increased perception, increase a lot more inner access to other dimension. Understanding the chaos will continue to amplify on the political stage. There is a creation. We really have to create a separation between our inner core and the outer matrix, the outside world. Understand what is yours and what is not yours, what you have power over, what you do not have power over. So it's like what we need to do is to create a beautiful world, a beautiful reality that's independent of all the deconstruction of the matrix. For there is a great purification that is going on. And if we hold on to that, we're gonna. For most people, we'll have like 20% of the inner self and 80% of their consciousness on the outside. When it's more important to have the majority of your light towards your inner self, and then contemplate the matrix from inside, and then you can have compassion for what is going on. Yet we're here to resolve all the problems of everybody. Everybody is learning from their situation. For what is going on right now is all their 2030 agenda of global tyranny is completely threatened. It's compromised, and so they're really panicking, and they're going to try anything, but they're going to try all kinds of things, but it's not going to work out at the end for them. It's just there is the new energy. The sun is also balancing out all those energies. Hello, sun. So it's like we want to create a vortex of love within ourselves rather than a vortex of fear. It is very important to let go of fear, to know you're protected, you're guided. And also to listen to all the words that come out of your mouth. Is there words from the past that are reinforcing this sense of victimization, that are reinforcing the problem, that are reinforcing the lack or anything. And so it's like very important to stay focused, to speak always towards what you want to achieve, and let go of the past as much as possible. Filter out all that is not supporting with your goals. For at first it's a dream and a vision, but then it becomes a goal. It is something we need to achieve, and then the goal become objectives. It's like a temporal steps towards the goal. So make plan and act on it as much as possible whenever you have the opportunity or the resources. For power is everything. Power is everything, and part of returning to our sense of personal power, empowerment, to say, is to learn about power. Power is like when the young souls come into the experience of power, they could become psychopath or sociopath or sadistic or narcissistic or all kinds of things, because they are like overwhelmed with power. But when power is associated with love and wisdom, then it becomes real power, divine power. And so that's why it's part of becoming God, to return to our own sense of power. That's why in the mythology you have beings that have elevated themselves on a much higher planes of consciousness, that have polarized themselves in positive power or negative power. And usually in all mythology there is this dualistic battle between the forces of light and the forces of darkness. But for stay away from darkness in many ways. Only when you ask to go there to resolve the situation, then you're equipped with it. Otherwise, it is none of your business. It is a process that is ongoing for the evolution of the universe. But be sensitive to all those energies and that come in and out of you. And understand that we're going to understand the ins and outs of things. Why the more we go to the subtle realm, the more we understand. We are allowed to receive the information about the ins and outs of things. We are prepared. We are warned in advance. The observer of the day is deep knowledge. We need to cultivate this deep knowledge, the knowledge that comes from within. What the highest wisdom is a step ahead. Well, we have to trust that whatever you receive from your intuition, we will create a step ahead. It will create what we need to understand is the never-ending story. This never-ending story is it will never end. This fight of duality, the problems, the conflict, the suffering. Even if when the Earth will be liberated, there will be other planets when this will be going on. It is for the evolution of the soul. Do not let go of all the dramas. That's basically, and to focus on the joy, the happiness, what we seek to experience. What we need to do is go in circle, to accept that it is a merry-go-round. Until we are liberated, we are free by our soul, we'll be going into this merry-go-round. And the outcome is an exchange of gift. Yes, it is what we share, it is what we give, it is what we receive. It is all about the state of grace, to be able to give and receive with gratitude and appreciation. And for once we are integrated within our light, we know we need to affect, or which we act upon what we need to do in relationship to situation or relationship, and also understanding the more our soul has spread out its energy into many life, many paths, many planets, and so on. There is more and more energy to integrate, but there is also more opportunities for returning to this great celebration with all the other parts of our soul, this integrated self in the fifth dimension, as well as unification with other member or human beings that may be part of our soul group. And so there is a great party and great celebration that awaits us on the higher plane, and understanding, this continue to cultivate this sense of joy, and to have an armor to protect yourself against being drawn into the conflict, to drawn into the drama. It's like, observe the drama, send love and light, but do not give in to it. It's very important. Well, I'm finished with a song. I thank you very much for liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing, and for your donations. If you want a private session, you can send me an email. So I didn't really plan for a song, but maybe I'm going to sing this one here. It's an old song that talks about a romantic song. It's called Ring of Fire. Love is a burning thing, and it makes a firing ring. Bound by wild desire, I fell into a ring of fire. I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down, 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 and the flames went higher. And it burns, 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 the rings of fire, the rings of fire, the rings of fire. The test of love is sweet when hearts like ours meet. I fell for you like a child, oh, but the fire went wild. I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down, 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 and the flame went higher. And it burns, 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 the ring of fire, the rings of fire, the rings of fire, the rings of fire. Or sometimes in romantic love, we can burn our wings through the process, but it's part of the thing. It's like if we're into a romantic relationship where we really feel that painful, it's because there was something to resolve. There was a karma that was there that needed to be resolved, and sometimes something that doesn't work will return in a working function later on. Well, I hope you're having this wonderful equinox. I hope you enjoy your day, and I will looking forward to this great change that is coming. I'm really looking forward to it. It requires patience, it requires courage, it requires to be lucid and compassionate, and to know where to focalize your thoughts, to filter out all that is disempowering us. We're getting really to that point where we're becoming conscious enough to be aware when we're not moving forward towards our goal, because everything will either accelerate or slow down our progress. The observer of the day is well-being, to continue to focalize on well-being, what brings you joy, what brings you. The highest wisdom is love, for love is all. Love is the reality of that. We all came here to learn love, but we have to choose it. It's a matter of choosing it. For this planet is it's a plan of experimentation. It was created as an experimental ground so that's why there is so much interest and so much contrast, and in all kinds of ways. But we're going to return to the power of the compassionate. It is important to have a sense of our own power. Our own power, when it's aligned with the will of God, is very powerful. We still have to go through the process, but there is much more integration that is coming with this equinox. What we need to understand is patience. We can't try to rush things. It's like we have to allow things to unfold. What we need to do is overcome hesitation. and the outcome will be accomplishment, and we're going to be able to accomplish the full circle and return to our higher estates in the higher planes, to return to this sovereign self, to be a king and queen within the kingdom of God. We are all that at the it's a mystery, but it's not a mystery, it's a secret, and the human beings don't know that they are kings and queens in the kingdom of God. In reality, they have forgotten that, and so they're playing a game down here. But be royal, be generous, be loving and kind, and but be strong also, and do not. It's important to be strong, to not allow to be deceived or to be manipulated, or just so be clear, be focused on what you want, what you know is true, and continue to cultivate this sense of connection to love and the Creator. Thank you very much. Wish you a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you later. Salat.